I can see the live chat on. Okay. Hey, I can see. I can see. Hi, Diana. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Candace. Wait a minute. I have some of this cut down already. Where did I put it? Aha, here it is. I don't need to cut this down. Oh, hi Melanie. Hey Susan. Hi Mary. Yeah, so Tracy left here about 2. She had to drive down past Philadelphia for her work conference. So Tracy will be working her work conference all week. I took a little nap on the couch for a couple hours. And took my son back to his dad's. Just fed Leah some dinner. And now I thought, well, let's play with some of these new things we got. So today we're gonna play with Northwoods rubber stamps and try to show you guys what the appeal is of these stamps. But they do have a discount, so their website is northwoodsrubberstamps.com. 15% off until April 17th. The code is Allentown15. No affiliate with them. We just want to support, again, a small company. And what I have here is their watercolor paper. And I'm going to show you guys, you know, okay, it's $16.99. I told Tracy, hi Lisa, that I'm not going to buy watercolor paper. You know, I have like 8 different kinds of watercolor paper. But when I watched this lady demo it, and then I brought it home and did it myself, I went back the next day and I bought it, and I'm going to show you why. So the stamp that I'm going to use, they have lots of beautiful stamps. I bought some before for Halloween, but this one is called Monarch on Sunflower Cling Set. Okay, so this is the one we're going to use. But it comes with the smaller one. It says the journey is the reward. They're separate sentiments. You have this one on the butterfly bush. I forget what that flower's called. And you have, it's got butterflies and it's got little caterpillars on there. Hand stamped with love, and you are my kind of perfect. So you get a couple different stamps on there. But that butterfly with the sunflower was just too perfect. Leah, I need my ink back, please. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear heat emboss this. Thank you. I bought these little magnets to try out because they have these little clips on, but honestly, you guys, they're not super strong. Like, that's a Misty magnet. This thing is, they're not super strong, but I have my sticky mat underneath too, so it's not like I need all of this. All right, so we're going to use this, but at first, we need this. Okay, so I'm going to use my anti-static tool. You can get this from Catherine Pooler. Hey, Stace. Hi, Gail. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer's posted some beautiful things on the Facebook group lately. Oh, you know what? This light might be a little glaring. Let's move this in the way to combat that a little bit. And I'm using VersaFine Clair ink because this ink stays sticky. I'm going to get my clear, wow, clear heat embossing ready. I have a little coffee filter. Oh, I want to make sure I'm on the smooth side like all watercolor papers. Now this watercolor paper is not super thick, but what it is super smooth. And I think she said it's hot press, not cold press. I don't know what that means. That's art lingo. Okay, here we go. So I want to make sure I have this on the smooth side. Nope, I had it on the bumpy side. Not that it's very bumpy. Okay. Okay. I think I stamp it 2 times, maybe 3 times. Yeah, this is like the perfect size, I think. Stamp. Okay, so you can see that's the first inking. Looks pretty good. I'm going to go in one more time. I want a little more detail in the center there. All right, that looks pretty good. Hi, Stephanie. Well, you guys know I have this small weakness for butterflies. And then Tracy saw it and she went back and she got it the next day. Okay. Okay, let me get my gun plugged in. That would have been a good thing to have ready ahead of time, Nance. See, this is how you guys know Nance is winging it. I got nothing ready. Okay, let me turn that on. Let that heat up. Okay, that is completely embossed now. All right, so we're gonna grab our watercolor markers, any color, any kind of watercolor markers, actually any kind of marker. So it can be your Zigs, your Tombow, your Careen. In fact, the Northwoods Rubber Stamp Company actually prefers the inexpensive Tombow watercolor markers. So these little magnets here, these I got from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. They come in a 2-pack. I think they were 10 or 11 bucks. And then my other magnets I wrap in washi tape so that I have a little tab to pull them off. But these you can buy. They're magnets. They come with the little tabs on them. They were 2 for I think $10.99. BlueKnightRubberStamps.com. Okay, so I just have a watercolor brush and I am going to use my Korean markers. But again, this paper is amazing. In fact, I'm not going to use my Korean markers. I'm going to bring in my zigs. Where are they? Leah, you see my markers? I got them. I found them. Okay. I'm going to bring these in because they're a little bit finer point. I did have my Koreans, but I don't want you to feel like you have to buy expensive markers because it's not the markers, it's the paper in this case. All right, so Tombow markers, any kind of water reactive markers will work. Be quiet, Stacy. It's like 40 degrees here. Okay. All right. So, watch how easy this is, you guys. This is a light brown. It's called Oatmeal. And you don't even have to do the watercolor part. You can just color like this. Then I'm going to go in with, and I only have a limited number of colors here. I'm going to go in with brown. I'm going to take my watercolor brush, and as soon as I touch it, it starts to spread. Okay, well that's really easy, Nance. Let's see the hard part. Let's see the flower and the butterfly, right? So let's go in with some yellow, and this is just regular yellow. You can get like a 12-pack of zigs. I think that's all I have was a 12 packs, and I bought a couple extra grays and a flesh tone. I don't have a lot of the zigs. Now these are super fine point watercolor markers, and I did a video on comparing all of these not too long ago called Similar But Different Watercolor Markers. Now, on my other watercolor paper, I go slowly and I go one petal at a time because the ink the marker dries, and once the marker dries, it's very difficult for me to get it flowing on my other watercolor paper. You're gonna see that is not the case with this watercolor paper. I could color this whole thing and then come back. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Then come back and move the ink. And I think we'll do a blue butterfly. And I'm not squeezing water out of my brush. It's just the tips are already wet. And this is a Ranger Fine Point watercolor brush. It's got a little clean water inside, nothing special. I didn't do anything special this paper. I cut it down. I clear heat embossed it. The clear heat embossing helps me stay in the lines. And I put the darker color towards the middle. Remember when we were kids and we used to have those pre-made watercolor paint books where the paint was already on the paper and all we had to do was take a wet paintbrush to it to activate it? That's what this is like. The clear heat embossing builds a little wall so you don't go outside the lines. And the color is just where I put the marker down. I start there and I drag. And I am not squeezing this. I have not squeezed it yet. Just make sure my bristles are damp because this watercolor paper is super thin, so you don't want to squeeze it. You don't want it to be too wet. Look at how easy that was. So yeah, after Tracy bought this paper and I tried this out the first time, I was like, I need to buy that. And I just start from the middle and I pull out. See? And I let the markers and the brush do all the work. Now this part of the flower I missed, I'm just going to go back in and pull that out. Right there. That's it. I'm going to add a little orange to this to darken it up. I don't have a dark yellow with these markers. But you can mix and match your markers if you have other markers. You guys bought those mermaid markers. Those would work great on here. This is a smaller image, so you'd want something that's not too inky. But I went back the next day and I asked the lady at Northwoods. I was like, oh yeah, I got my Korean markers out. She goes, you don't need fancy markers for this. She goes, we just sell the Tombow markers because they're inexpensive and they work great. So I was like, oh, okay. And so I did do this before with the Korean markers the other day. And now that I'm doing it with the zigs and I'm getting the same results, I'm going to agree with her. Okay, so now my brush is starting to dry out, so I am going to squeeze a little bit off the paper towel here until my bristles are moistened again. This brush never really... There we go. So once my bristles are moistened, then I start again. And if you get too much water, you just take your paper towel and dab it and lift that out of there. Now, if you're not real comfortable with your coloring and your blending, another thing you can do, because sometimes it gets scary to put it direct to paper here. You can take a little bit of that color, scribble on your glass mat. You don't need a lot. Pick it up with your watercolor brush and then bring it. It will dilute it automatically, so then you won't have harsh lines. Obviously, it's more vibrant when you go direct to paper, but this is a more safe way of coloring. And you certainly don't have to do watercolor look. You could color these with color pencils, markers, but that's not even the cool part about this company. So what this company specializes in, let me try to look at your comments. She said it was hot press watercolor paper. Yes. So let me show it to you guys again. We're using Northwoods rubber stamps, Monarch on Sunflower cling set. You get these 3 images and these 2 sentiments. And we're using the Northwoods hot press watercolor paper. And I'm going to say this is between 60 and 80 pounds. It's not super thick, heavy, like mixed media paper. This is a really kind of thin watercolor paper. But look how gorgeous that looks, you guys. I heat embossed it in clear. I forgot to blend out my stem. Yeah, most of their stamps are very naturey, yes. I'm gonna color my caterpillar this dark gray. Here's the butterfly body, I mean, not caterpillar. Okay. So what they're known for is doing this. They add glitter to their images. So they sell art glitter glue because it dries super fast and it's clear. So I'm going to take some of that. in a little bottle, and you can get a fine tip. And wherever you feel like, hey, you know, a little glitter would look good on here. Leah's watching The Masked Singer like she is all into it. Okay, so I'll just do it. I'm being very conservative with my glitter. But this is what Northwoods is known for, is their display case sparkles. They have colored glitter too, but I like the crystal clear. So once this dries, my butterfly will have some shimmer to it. I'm going to add some more. You can't just do that much. You need some more here, Nance. Okay, so I'll give that a little bit to dry. It doesn't take very long. And then I'll take a soft brush and brush off any excess glitter. But I wanted to show you guys that. Quick and easy, very pretty. I know some of you guys don't like glitter, so the glitter part is optional, but it really does make the card pop. All right, so that's one of the things that I got this weekend that I wanted to, you know, sometimes you get new stuff and you like immediately like want to play with it and share. And again, if you want to shop online, we don't have an affiliate with them. They're northwoodsrubberstamps.com, but you get 15% off until April 17th with the code Allentown15. And you can even put in the notes, Nancy Stamps sent me, because we want to build up our reputation with those guys. All right, so I'm going to put that aside to dry. And then I'm going to bring another fun thing out, if you guys don't mind, if you want to hang out. Want to hang out in my play session. Let me move this stuff out of the way. I bought a lot of butterfly stuff, you guys. A lot of butterfly stuff. I want to play with this one. And with that one, let me move this stuff out of the way here. You can bring that stuff over and show me later. All right, I'm bringing in my cheapy watercolor paper for this one because we're going to get a little messy. This is the thick Canson watercolor cold press. Just thick paper. Cheapy paper, because we're going to be dousing this in water. I'm going to grab my spray bottle. And this one's Technique Junkie, so I'll post Tracy's Technique Junkie link so you guys get your 10% discount. was helping work in the booth for a little bit there, so I got a little bit of a discount, which was nice. Thanks, Pat. I'm gonna cut this down to 5.5. No, I'm gonna leave it long. I'm gonna cut it to 4 1/4 though. Okay, so this one's a very grungy kind of leafy look, and I currently, my new obsession are the pigment powders, the ColorSparx. So I'm gonna pull these things out again. That's not gonna fit in there, so I gotta cut it down. You don't want to watch it anymore? The next episode? Are you going to go out? Okay. Do you want to show everybody what you made? Okay, when you're done with it. Can I have my ink if you're done? You know what? Never mind. I'm going to use Catherine Pooler ink with this.
I'm done with both of mine. I just need to add one more thing.
Never mind. I'll use my CP ink because it's red rubber stamp. They saying hi, Leah. She said hi, everybody. She's got to go take a shower and get ready for school tomorrow. The weekend went by way too fast, huh? Oh, that's cool. Let me see. Let me show them. Oh, watch out. You almost stuck it in there. Okay, so she used the ton. Is this the ton sentiments?
Yes.
Or is this the ton sentiments? Both of them are?
So both of these are the ton, and that's the ton.
Okay, so You're the Greatest, Panda is both the ton, and then You're Amazing is the ton, and this is Darcy's, and you colored it. Great job.
I made it like the
cute.
the one that's on the packaging.
Good job. All right. I didn't really check to see if this was on the smooth side or not, because it's not going to matter, because we're going to have this artistic kind of grungy look. I'm going to darken it up a little bit, but this doesn't need to be perfect. It's already distressed looking. And Catherine Pooler inks dry very quickly, and they're archival, so I don't have to worry about it running. They said, good job, Leah. She's gone. She left us. Uh-oh. I think my paper moved. Whoops. It did move. That's a little too grungy. Let's try that again. I messed it up, you guys. I'll do it on the back side of that one later. I lost all my detail. There we go. One more time. Okay, that's much better. More the look I was going for. Pull that out. Push this aside. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to grab my little splat box. Spray box, I should say, not splat box. It's quite dirty. I just keep reusing it. problem, Lorianne. We had a lot of fun. Okay, now I'm going to bring in all of my pigment powders. So I have brushes, I have ColorSparx, I have Nuvo shimmer powders. So I have a little bit of everything in here. And all I'm going to do is, where'd my spray go? Use my water. Let me heat set this ink first. Okay, I think we're good there. So I'm going to spritz a little water on it. Just a little bit. You can see it start to curl up. And I'm going to go in with my ColorSparx, and I want fall colors. This one's yellow ochre. And you don't see it, but it's like magic. So just wait a second. Did that kind of in the middle. You can see over there where the big drops of water are that it's already turning colors. This one's burnt orange, and this came out of the, they didn't have these at the show. I got them off of scrapbook.com. I'll put my link in there for you guys. This one is called the Grasslands Set, and it has olive green, yellow ochre, and burnt orange. Whoop, too much, too much. We only need a little tiny bit. Okay. Oh, I already did yellow ochre. Dingy. Where's the green? Where's my green? There it is. This is what I want. Well, this is going to be very yellow. Okay, olive green. So let's see what this looks like. Here's the magic. I'm going to grab my pick to hold it down as I spray it. And my sprayer gets crappy and puts too much blobbies down. I need more dark green, so we're going to add more olive green. Chow, how are you feeling? Chow has the flu, you guys. Her and Kyle have not been doing good this weekend. Yeah, I have the Nuvo ones. I'll do those. There, we're going to get some color moving. And I'm going to bring my heat tool in and dry this a little bit. Let me put a little bit more water in my squirt bottle here. Yes, Chow, I'll try those. I think I need a new spray bottle. This spray bottle doesn't work so great. the distress sprayer. It gets too many big clumpy drops. All right, I'm gonna grab a paper towel, and I'm gonna add a little bit darker colors to this too. So let's try this one. This one is a Nuvo Shimmer one called Golden Sparkler. And you can use a paintbrush if you wanted to kind of move those around. Okay, that one's pretty. It's definitely got some gold mica in it. Just gonna fill that in. It's got some browns in there. Whoops. I want to add a little brown, but I don't want too much. So what do I have that's brown? I just ordered some more from Scrapbook.com because they had the Nuvo ones at the show, but they didn't have these ColorSparx ones. Dark brown. This is a brusho one. So again, another product that's similar, but a little different. Some of these have sparkle, some of them don't. Some of them are different manufacturers. They have different application bottles, but oh, that's cool. I like that. All right, I'm gonna hold this down so we don't lose some of that. All right, now I'm gonna dry that because I like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. So that's yellow ochre, olive green, some burnt orange, and then I added some golden sparkler shimmer from Nuvo, and that has a little bit of shimmer. And then I added some brown brusho. So this is when I bought this stamp, I specifically wanted to do this technique. And I have a sentiment that says like happy autumn or happy fall or something that I would put on here. So you can see some of that sparkle here on the side. The camera will pick that up for you guys. So that's what I was thinking on that one. Now Chow, she sent me these bright pink and purple ones. So we need a different looking stamp for that. So hang on, I do have one. Let me clean this one off and get it off of here. Leah stole my stamp cleaner. This child took everything and then just left. Okay. She took my ink, stamp cleaner, my rag. Yeah, I need to use my little mini misters or something. That one does okay when it's full, but once the water goes down halfway, then it starts to get blobby. Okay, I'm going to take take this stamp out. And I'm going to use another Technique Junkies stamp. I'm going to use the back of that paper I messed up on. This one. Let me make sure I don't already have this one, because if I have it, then I can do a giveaway. So hold on. I don't think I have that one, but you never know. Nancy sometimes buys doubles. Nope. I have that one. That one. We have this one. Aha! I don't have that one. Good job, Nance. Wait, not to screw it up. Okay. All right. And Technique Junkies has quite a few of these collage stamps. They're really easy. You make a background and then you stamp it. I'm going to stamp first because after you dry it, sometimes the paper warps, as you guys could see from that other one. And then it just doesn't, for me, I don't like to stamp over the mica. I'd rather have this ready to go. This one's called Butterfly Flourish Collage. And again, I'll link Tracy's Technique Junkies link for you guys. So you guys can get that, and there's a 10% off coupon if you use Tracy's link. Okay, so I'm going to shove all that in the corner. And put my sticky mat because my magnets won't fit. Okay. And I'm going to use the CP ink again. Looks pretty good. And again, these stamps have this distressed look. It's got all the collage stuff in there, so I don't have to make it. All I gotta do is add some ink to it. I think I have this upside down. I do have it upside down. Not that it really matters, but there's some scripty writing on there. You know, you can't read it. It's always in the foreign language, and you never can read it, so nobody really knows what it says. Could be like some voodoo chant or something. I don't know. Okay, clearly I'm on the textured side and not the smooth side. That's okay. Now remember too, if you don't have these powdered pigments, Technique Junkies sells the sprays, the Shimmer Mist sprays, and you can do the same thing that I'm doing with those Shimmer Mist sprays, and they already have the mica in them. I'm just playing around with mica powders today. Oh, another thing new to Blue Night Rubber Stamps is they are carrying the Ink on 3 stamp cleaner. So that was cool to see that. So they have those They have the Ink on 3 stamp cleaner, and they have those little magnets in their booth. So I don't know if they're on their website yet, but they had them in the booth. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna bring my little box back in. Let me heat set this. And I think it does go this way. Okay, I think we're good there. So Chow sent me these Cosmic Shimmer Pixie Sparkles. Groovy Grape, Zesty Lime. Because she knows I've been kind of obsessing with these. And she's like, here, try these. Ooh, fuchsia, teal. Kind of Nancy's messy thing going on right now. Coral and purple. Ooh, okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with some spritz. Light spritz, and then we're just going to, I guess you just take these and dump them. There's a little bit in the lid there. I can see the mica. Ooh, they are shimmery. Okay, that one was fuchsia rose. I'm going to add some of this zesty lime. So, oh, that one's not open. Never mind. No zesty lime till you open it, Nance. Jeez, Chow, you don't have to send me brand new stuff. Okay, so there's a little protective cap in there. You do not want to inhale this or you will be sneezing lime boogers. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Look, kids, I have sparkly lime boogers. I have some of the older ones. Oh, well, there's a lot of iridescence in that one. Ooh, I can see it. Pretty. Okay, let's add a little bit of purple to this. Groovy Grape. All right, now the lid is stuck in this one, so well, that's a little annoying. How am I supposed to get that out? Stab it. That's what you do. Okay, here we go. Let's try this Groovy Grape. Oop, too much, too much. Okay, well, definitely no problem with those coming out of the jar. All right, let's spray here. Okay, so a lot of mica. They're kind of heavier. You don't see a lot of movement here because of the mica. I'm going to add a little bit of, we have Orchid ColorSparx here. Ooh, too much. These are a little more vibrant in color. So I'm mixing up here. And then a little fuchsia ColorSparx here. So we'll have some bright colors and we'll have some shimmer. And we can always go back in and add more shimmer. So let me hold this down in the middle. Let's spray and see what we get. Oh, those ColorSparx are way too bright. They're really like overpowering this situation. We can just add more water to that and then we'll add more shimmer. Where's my fuchsia? Okay, so we're going to let that kind of run off. I'm going to spread this around a little bit here. All right, as that runs off, I'm going to add some more of this fuchsia one. And we lost some of our lime. We got to bring some more of that lime in. I'm adding a lot more of the shimmer because these colors seem to be a little more muted. A lot of shimmer, but a little bit muted on the color. So that way, when I add more water here and I spread it out, we'll be able to spread that shimmer out some. Oh yeah, it's very sparkly. Oh, kind of muddied that lime with the purple. We don't want that to happen. What I did notice is almost all of these pigment powders, doesn't matter the brand, they all kind of dry back once they dry. Like they look like it's super pigmented on here, but once they dry, they kind of fade back a little bit. So I did notice that. They're not as intense once they dry. Okay, let's dry this a little bit. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Frida. Where'd that teal come from? That's an accidental crystal out of something else. I want some more of that. Maybe that's this teal marine. One little spot there. I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. Whew, that's glittery. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is pretty. I want more of that. All right, we're going to add more of that. We're going to dry this and then add more. So you can see how that dried back some. It's not as vibrant, but I have a lot of shimmer on here. You can see all that shimmer and glitter. So those Pixie sparkles are very glittery. I'm gonna grab some of the Sparks because these don't have any mica in them. Because I want to add some color without all of the sparkle now. I have way too much sparkle in here now, so. Turquoise or cerulean blue. I think I'm going to go turquoise. And you can keep layering. That's why I grabbed that thicker watercolor paper. You know, I can keep layering, drying, so they don't get muddy, adding colors. Let's see how this looks now. Look at that taken off already. And I don't want it to fall off the page, so I'm gonna sprinkle, hold it down, and dry it. Now, whenever you're doing some project like that, you can see how my paper is starting to curl up as I dry it. In order to flatten that back out, you just flip it over. Add more water, you flip it over, you dry it some more, and it will go back flat again. You can also run it through your Gemini, but look at how adding that, some purple, some pink, some blue. Lot of sparkle, you guys. Yes, bum oven, correct. Look at that. And these are easy, ready-made card backs that I can just add a sentiment to, and now I'm done. So look, just by changing the colors, we go from a fall scene to like a spring scene. This is this way. That's going to drive me crazy if that butterfly is upside down. You can also do bleaching. And bleaching, because these are water reactive, you're just going to take some water, take your brush, and you let that water set there just for a second. And then take a paper towel and pull it out. And that area will lift. So I don't want my moth, butterfly, whatever this is, getting lost under all of that. So I can bleach that color out of there with just water, because these are water reactive. My ink is waterproof, so my ink doesn't move. Just the color comes out. And you can see as I continue to add water and continue to lift, that's why it's called bleaching, is you're lifting that water out of there. You're lifting the color out of there, the pigment. So now my butterfly is nice and bright and white and everything else. Now you can also do your splats, and then you can just take a paper towel and clean those off of there. You'll have your watercolor on there, or your water spots on there. So yeah, a lot of fun. Hi, Dawn. So what I'll try to do, I have a pretty busy week at work, so I don't know that you guys will see me this week. It's just, you know, if I have some time, I put all the new things I bought in one basket, and I'll try to bring them out and show you, okay, this is what I bought. This is why I bought it. This was my thought behind it, and use it. I don't want to have these things sitting here and not getting used, because unfortunately that happens way too often for us crafters. Tracy and I were joking about that, you know, we just buy these things just to have them. I bought this bug stamp set. Oh, I'm going to use the bug. I'm going to use the bugs. I don't know why I bought it. Here it is. I have no idea what my obsession is with bugs. I don't like bugs in real life. gonna put this beetle right here in my leaves. But I had to have these bugs. I'm gonna put my bugs on here. Okay, can't see my bug. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe, maybe not. Might be too late. This might not be dry enough. Where's my scoopy spoon? Oh, I may be saved. Look at that. My creepy bug is there. Now, how do we accentuate him? We make him a bright, obnoxious color. That's what we do. This came from Stampers Anonymous. You also have a 15% off code at Stampers Anonymous, the same code. Allentown 15 at Stampers Anonymous. Specimen CMS410. Okay, so I think he kind of looks like a pumpkin beetle a little bit. I'm going to make him like this dark orange. Where's that burnt orange? So this is what I'm going to do with him. And this is what I do. I don't film everything I do, you guys, but this is pretty much what I do. And I'm playing by myself. I just turn some music on. Or I watch a TV show. And I just come down here and... Oh, I know what I want to do. I have this little... I bought this little thing exactly for this. And it's just sitting over here looking at me like, hey, did you forget about me? I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. Now I can add as much or as little as I want to get that the color that I need it to be. Now I think that might be a little too dark. So brush of orange to that. Brighten him up a little bit. Now, I'm going to paint my bug in. So now you see my bug. There's a little more attention to him now. Hi, Joyce. Now I got my bug on there. Almost looks like it came with the stamp. See how fun that is? So, I mean, there's a lot of things you guys can do. If you don't have the same stuff, this is why I like Tracy's show, and she says, smash your crafty stash. You might not have watercolor markers like I showed earlier. You might have these crystals. You might not have these pigment crystals. You might have watercolors. They all kind of work the same way. It's just one is already diluted with water, one isn't. You might have the shimmer sprays, which already have the shimmer in them. You might have stuff that doesn't have shimmer. So, you know, you can kind of do the same sort of techniques with similar products. They're not exactly the same. And what I try to do when I'm shopping these products is I try to look at the colors so that I buy different colors. So maybe like, you know, those Pixie powders that Chow sent me, they're all brights and purples and pinks and, you know, very fun colors. And then I bought these ColorSparx and much more darker gem tones. So, you know, a little bit goes each way. And then, you know, you can also continue to use this as a watercolor. More water you add, the more it dilutes it. And now it's a much lighter orange. Instead, so the more powder you add, the darker it gets. The more water you add, the lighter it gets. So a lot of fun things you can do with these pigment powders. Just have fun with them. Yes, we had an amazing time at the stamp show, and that's what I'm trying to do is just show some of the things I bought and, you know, how to use them. So we made a couple of cards. Well, 3 card panels, right? So let me just show you guys what we did. So we started with the, where's my glitter? This is what happens when you put things aside. Okay, so we started with Northwoods. I put the stamp away already. So this is Northwoods rubber stamps, and this is Northwoods rubber stamps watercolor paper. And all I did was color this in with some zig markers and add a little bit of water. I heat embossed it, and then I added some clear glitter. And you can add this to any image, obviously, glitter, but look how gorgeous that is. That really like shocked me that I could color something and make it look that good. So then I moved on to this kind of grungy stamp from Technique Junkie. I don't have the name in front of me. I'll link Tracy's link for you. Where did I put the stuff, you guys? I don't know. Who knows? It's over here somewhere. But I wanted to use my pigment powders on that. And the pigment powders, they didn't have the ColorSparx pigment powders at the show. I bought the stamp just for my pigment powders. Now it's going to drive me crazy. It's right here in front of me. Nance. Okay, so this one's called Leaf Collage. And then I added a Tim Holtz bug to it with pigment powder. So I did a very fall look with that one. That's this guy here. And then I said, then you guys wanted to see the shimmer powders. So using the Tonic or Nuvo Pixie powders. Who makes those? Cosmic Shimmer Pixie powders and some ColorSparx. We did this collage, which is called Butterfly Flourish Collage. And this one you can see is much brighter in color. And because it has the shimmer on it, I mean, it's very much like a fairy kind of card. See all that shimmer in there? So using Sparx powders without any shimmer, we get this very muted fall card. and using the shimmer powders and the brighter colors, we get this fun card. And this one, we just did some watercoloring. So all of these methods you can, you know, interchange, just change your colors, and you can do some with a brush, you can do some with a spray, you can do some with just like ink smushing. You could do that too with it, but they're all fun. So I'll link for you guys. There is a coupon code for most of these. Actually, for all of these, Technique Junkies, we have an affiliate link with Tracy. You're going to get 10% off if you use Tracy's link. Stampers Anonymous and Northwoods, we don't have an affiliate link, but they have 15% off until the 17th, and that's Allentown 15. And don't forget, you guys, if you didn't get your foil from Crafty Critta, you have 20% off at Crafty Critta on everything except for storage, and that's code NEWFOIL20, and that's for another week. So if you didn't catch the new Crafty Critta colored toner sheets or the new Crafty Critta foils, I did a video on that last weekend. It's 20% off from them. So we picked up quite a few discount codes in the last 2 weeks from a lot of these companies. I will also tell you guys, we are booked all the way until the end of the year for Stamp Wars. I think the only month we will not have Stamp Wars, I want to say, is June or July. One of those months is booked. I want to say July. July, no Stamp Wars. That's the month when we take our vacations. We have Stamp Show in Pittsburgh that Tracy and I will be at. So July, I believe, is the month when there is no Stamp Wars. But the rest of the year we're booked. Because you guys have made it so popular and buying from these vendors that anybody who's done Stamp Wars came up to us and said, can we do it every month? And anybody who hasn't been on Stamp Wars said, hey, are you the Stamp Wars people? How do we get on the list to get on Stamp Wars? So yes. Yep, what's the question? Oh, I'm glad you got them, Bonnie. Wonderful. So the Allentown 15 code goes for 4 companies. And let me tell you the 4 companies here as I put these away. Stampers Anonymous. You guys are familiar with Stampers Anonymous because of Tim Holtz, but Tim Holtz is not their only designer. So Stampers Anonymous does Diane Reevely. They have a whole bunch of stamps. Tracy and I picked up some snarky Christmas stamps. I think were Diane's snarky Christmas stamps. But they have a whole bunch of stamps there at Stampers Anonymous. Okay, so Allentown 15 gets you 15% off there. Versus Rubber Stamp. Versus is more of a biblical stamp company, but Versus Rubber Stamps will also give you 15% off. So you have Stampers Anonymous, you have Versus, you have Inky Antics. If you have not seen Inky Antics, they were on our last Stamp Wars. They have really cute stamps. They also now carry Simon Hurley stuff, so you want to make sure you check them out. They have the Flippin' Sequins, a lot of fun cutesy stuff there. Northwoods Rubber Stamps is the ones that I showed you guys already, and the one that's not on here is Darcy's. So I believe Darcy's and Art Gone Wild, let me check. I'm pretty sure Darcy's and Art Gone Wild you can too. So Stampers Anonymous owns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 other companies. So you have 6 companies that I believe you can use this code on. I don't have a Darcy's one in front of me or Art Gone Wild, but I believe it's going to be the same thing. You'll have to try it out. So Art Gone Wild has those really cool zombie stamps that I love. And Darcy's has the one Leah just showed. It's Darcy's Heart and Home, where they have the little tin pins to go on the stamps. Super cute. So Allentown 15 at checkout, good until April 17th for those companies. And then for Technique Junkies, I worked the booth, and Pat did give me a discount on these stamps, so I want to send that business back to her. I helped out Tracy with that, so if we can help Tracy, we're going to use Tracy's Technique Junkies link, and you get 10% off, I believe, with Tracy's discount code. So again, I will link everything down below for you. The ColorSparx I got from scrapbook.com. I will find out from Chow where she got hers. I'm going to guess Amazon or something like that. And then the Pixie powders, or I keep calling them Pixie powders. The Nuvo ones, these I picked up at Tessler's. They had a couple. They didn't have a whole bunch, but I'll link where you can get some of these as well. All right. And don't forget, for Northwoods, the secret here was not me. Definitely was not me. It was this watercolor paper. Thin paper. Amazing. So yeah, look, I played with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new stamp sets today. That makes me happy. So I don't feel like I wasted my money and they're just going to sit on the shelf and look pretty. Yeah. Any questions on anything I did? Or if you guys didn't catch all the videos, half the videos are on my channel and half the videos are on Tracy's channel. We did 2 haul videos. We did 1 haul video on Friday night on my channel. We did one haul video on Saturday night on Tracy's channel. And we did booth tours. So I did some booth tours. She did some booth tours. So you really want to watch both channels to get the full kind of experience of the show. We did some demos, some make and takes. But you can see the things that we bought. You can see what it's like to go to the shows. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to every booth because we were working. We weren't just normal consumers. So there were quite a few booths we didn't even get into. So you'll want to go to, I'll link the 3 or 4 websites of shows if you want to get to a show. It's stampercon.net. I kept saying stampercon.com, but it's stampercon.net. There's Heirloom Rubber Stamp Show. There's Stamp Scrap Art Tour. And there's Creating Keepsakes Convention. So there are 4 different companies that do these kinds of shows. Sometimes you get some of the same stamp companies, sometimes you get different companies, but I would recommend everybody at least try to go to once to one of them so you can get some of that experience. And it's great because, number one, you're meeting other crafty people that may, live in your area, and you'll never know who you're going to strike up a conversation with and find out that people live near you, and you can meet some crafty friends. Hey, Simon. You're also going to see techniques like this, and you'll be able to do make and takes and try products out before you buy them and see if it's something that you may want to do. A lot of times there are show specials where if you buy so many products, you get a free product. They have giveaways, and you get coupons to take home if there's something you missed buying or they were out of stock. You can go and order them online. So there's a lot of benefits to going to these shows, but the biggest benefit is we keep them going, right? And I keep harping on that, and I know I sound like a broken record, but I love going to these shows. And if these shows go away, then it's kind of boring to just go to Michael's or to Joann's or Hobby Lobby. I mean, they only carry so many things. They don't carry these wonderful things that these smaller companies have to offer. So yes, Carol got some of Simon's stamps. Yay! Yeah, there was a lot of people, Simon, when they were like, did you see any of Simon's stuff? I'm like, Lunar Paste, Simon stamps, pull apart stamps, stencils, all in the back corner. Go to the back corner. So again, if you guys are interested, you can pick them up from Inky Antics. Here you go. InkyAntics.com, and you get 15% off, and they have Simon's products. Yep, I got the new Paisley stamp from there. Well, newer, right? They didn't have the striped one. I'm going to order that online. Yeah, Stacy, it's really a good thing. So they have Facebook groups too, stampercon.net. And I know you guys are all over the country. I'm sure there are other stamp companies. These are more East Coast companies. So if you find something, you can always post it in the Foiling Snobs Club. Yep. Lunar Paste is fabulous. They kept restocking the Lunar Paste. They were like running out of the Lunar Paste because there really isn't any other company there that offered it. I think there was one company that had, what's the other one's called? Stencil butter, but they were like, discontinued. Not, that company wasn't going to carry it anymore. So lunar paste is something that's not going to go away anytime soon. You don't have to worry about that being like anybody saying we're not going to carry that. So it was cool. Yep. Yes, Too Much Fun Promotions. Is that owned by Too Much Fun Stamps? Hold on. I don't know if it's related or not. I was playing with this earlier today. Too Much Fun Rubber Stamps. I wonder if they're related or not related. Yeah, so I'll link all those down below. You guys go to their website, you buy your tickets online, you mark your calendar, you make a day of it, and it's a lot of fun. These stamps, Tracy was showing them yesterday, are called Too Much Fun Rubber Stamps. So I don't know if it's related or not. This is a truck. And when you stamp it out and it cuts the truck out, it actually doesn't cut the very top off. So when you open it, you have a truck open card, truck shaped card. And if you guys can post those kinds of events in the Foiling Snobs Club, because we want to promote these as much as we can. It's a lot of fun. So these are all owned by Stampers Anonymous. Let me move these out of the way here. Stampers Anonymous versus they do primarily sentiments, and for those of you guys that are into biblicals, they have a lot of biblical stuff. Northwoods, which is the one I showed you guys today. Inky Antics, Darcy's Heart and Home. Oh, they're right here on the back. And Art Gone Wild. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I never heard of this one. Mason Row. Let's look at what Mason Row is. Hold on, I got my laptop next to me. What's Mason Row, you guys? First of all, it says free shipping. Oh, you guys. Who wants a personalized stamp? Yo, I did not know that this company existed. It's personalized stamps and embossing. You know, if you guys are doing stationery, your own stationery. Oh no, this was dangerous. I should not be on this website. Okay, super cool. Do they take I wonder if they take the 15% discount. Hold on, I'll try to pretend order something here. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad, you guys. What, you enablers? I do not need to be on here. Nope. They have embossing stuff. Like, you give me like all fancy, like a notary. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is cool. I'm going to see if the coupon works. Hold on. Maybe we'll just make a new FSC logo on here. Hey now. I'm going to put FSC on this stamp and see if it works. All right. I made an FSC stamp, you guys. Okay. I agree. Finish. Let me try to check out here. Wouldn't it be cool if this works? No, it doesn't work on this one. We tried. We tried, you guys. I'll be back to this one. But it says free shipping. I think all of these have free shipping. Hold on. Stampers Anonymous is free shipping over $75. Inky Antics currently has 15% off and free shipping. So some of these already have free shipping, you guys. Cool. Art Gone Wild, they're the ones that have my fun zombie stamps that I love. 15% off and free shipping right now on these two. And like I said, just put down in the comments, Nancy and Tracy sent me. Because we're trying to, you know, we're always recruiting for the next year's Stamp Wars. This year is all booked, you guys. Okay, let me get into Versus here and see what they have. And Northwoods. This one also has 15% off and free shipping. Oh, I put the wrong website in for that one. Versus rubberstamps.com. I just put Versus. Okay, I see. I don't know if this one has free shipping. Hold, please. Oops. Yep. This one's also free shipping. So all of them except for Stampers Anonymous, you got to spend $75. And I can understand that because those stamps are pretty big and heavy. And Mason Row, those don't have the discount code and free. They don't have the free shipping, but they all have the 15% off discount code except for this one. So that's cool. I'm glad that we looked into that. Yeah. Okay, Stacy, you make a good point, but we're trying to support these companies as small companies. You know, so let's try to shop directly from them. Because we want this stamp show to continue going. We don't want to order from big box stores and not, you know, anybody can go to that website and shop, but that's not what we want to do, especially because that website's not giving you free shipping. So if you can get free shipping, this one has free shipping. Cool. Yep. Thanks, Carly. So this has free shipping too. And this is also 15% off and free shipping. So the only one you got to pay shipping on is Stampers Anonymous. And if you spend over $75, which is 3 stamp sets, it's free shipping. Yep. Yep, Allentown 15 is the code for all of these companies. Mason Row's the only one that doesn't take the coupon code. Allentown 15 until April 17th. And I'll put that in the link. And I'll also put, right, Jim says you're not getting generic stamps. You're getting their stamps. You're getting them directly from the manufacturer. Also, Technique Junkies. I'll put that in the link for you guys. We have 10% off at Technique Junkies. Yep. Well, it's 15% off and free shopping, Carly. Yep. Oh, Sherry D says when you create an account at Mason Row, they'll send you a coupon for 10% off. Cool, Sherry. All right, cool. All right, guys, so I had fun playing with those things. I have a lot of other new stuff to show you guys this week. So again, I'll be at work. A lot of work to do. I had a lot of fun with Tracy. I had a lot of fun meeting a lot of you guys out there. Like I said, we recruited everybody for the end of the year. I think you'll be surprised to see a lot of the good companies we got. Yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff coming. All right, if you guys had fun playing along or watching, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. We are almost to, oh my gosh, 25,000. I have giveaways to do. Yes, I know I have giveaways to do. I have giveaways on the FSC to give because we hit 4,000 members. I have giveaways to give away Crafty Critta on here. So those two videos, I know I have to pick giveaway winners. Honestly, it's just a matter of finding the time. But I have all your prize packages, so you still have time to go comment in the Foiling Snobs Club giveaway for 4,000 members and go back and watch my Crafty Critta foil and what you can do with it video and comment there, and you'll have a chance to win some Crafty Critta foil. So lots of stuff to give away to you guys. Yes, Stamp Wars is Easter weekend. It's Saturday, April 16th. Thanks for the coupon. About my T, I got you that one set. It's on the way to you. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. Yep, I got you your action wobblers and your birds. They're on their way to you. I mailed them today. Yep. Ciao. Go get some rest. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I had fun. I hope you had fun. Have a good evening. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Hopefully the weather warms up and we can get to, I don't know, cutting grass, washing cars, going fishing, all that good stuff. Good night, everybody. Bye, all. Thanks, guys.